I'm MrMoogle, the CTA Google, and today is day 4 of my new alt account. Before we dig into it, I wanted to go over artifacts real quick. So there's kind of two areas where you, for the main artifacts. One is to buff villages, and the other is to buff your heroes. So what you're looking for the village buffs are things like reduce village production duration, or reduce the cost to upgrade the village. Increasing village production isn't very good because it adds with your revenue buff here. So this 750% plus this 80% would get me 830%. So this is really like a 10% overall buff, where this is like a straight 50% buff, and that's a straight 27% buff. So go after the buffs that reduce either duration or cost. The other thing you're looking for is either attack or HP for all heroes. You don't want anything specific to light, dark, or anything like that. We have 3 heroes now, 3 different elements. You don't want to have an item specific to one element, because that's only going to affect one of the heroes. So I have cleared stage 700. I'm at 736, which means I'm going to need the fire hero to clear 800, so I've added Monkey King. Got him to player level 18. Let's go over the library real quick. I think Prism bonus was the last thing I added. So that's where I'm at in my library. We have gotten a few chests, so let's open up my silver chest. We'll get one of these every day, so let's open it up. Skeleton Giant. Alright, so he's the common that I plan on using. So now that we have him unlocked, we'll stash him real quick. Now that we have him unlocked, let's go ahead and use our magic medals on him. So commons get 30 medals per magic medal, so we're about to get 60. And that'll take him to 2 stars. I guess it automatically evolved him. It wasn't showing that. Yeah, so it automatically took him to 2 stars, and he's almost to 3. Once we get some daily dungeons, some dark daily dungeons, which will be Friday. It's after reset on Wednesday for me, so it's technically Thursday server time, which is why these 2 dungeons are up. But Friday we'll be able to definitely get him to 3 stars. He's where I'm going to be focusing most of my resources on for a while now. So I have gotten, I guess, 5 artifact slots. You don't want to go too heavy on this. We're going to get a total of 9, and that's going to allow us to use a very good survival strategy that we'll talk about later, but for slave bosses, and you only need 9 artifact slots. So we'll get those 9 slots over time. There's no rush here. I do want to keep my flues above 600 as much as possible, because there is a special offer. It's called Grow Your Beloved Heroes. And it is really, really good. It'll have 10 magic medals and 50,000 dust. So we're looking out for that, and we want to keep 600 flues just in case that rolls around. I also really want an extra slot, and since we're at 696, we're only 4 away from affording this, so I'm going to go ahead and buy this, and that will give us 6 heroes that we can use in both Crusades and Arena. Since Crusades just reset, we'll wait and do this tomorrow. will be a little bit better. Maybe we'll get another magic medal or something and get Skeleton Giant to 3 stars. Something like that. So let's go ahead and do Arena. We're still in Bronze 3. So the other thing is Blitz is going to start tomorrow morning for me. And so we will start doing, we'll start talking about Blitz when that starts. It's going to be Hooky, and we will buy 1 of Hooky to unlock him, but that's all the Blitz chests I plan on buying on him. This so I keep progressing and staging even though we're doing Arena. So again, we don't have a whole lot of power, but we just got a little bit more. So we don't really need to use Skeleton Giant right now. We may just use bats. Because he's getting 2 buffs instead of 1 buff. So let's do that. So looking at this team, they do have a tank, but he's only 2 stars. Luca's gonna die. We're gonna get through Luca pretty quickly. Kage's pretty strong, but I think I'm gonna try this out. We may lose this, but let's gamble. Yep, looks like we're gonna make it. Chaos has a AoE attack for his second skill, and that really helps. It's a small AoE, so it's only going to hit the front line, but it's still quite good. So a lot of these heroes are pretty bad, at least at 3 stars. But Leaf Blade is quite good, but we have some fire damage that gets the advantage against him, so we're gonna try this out too. Leaf Blade has a auto shield that happens when he gets down to 30% of his health. He's immune to for 7 seconds, but since we're on 3x, it goes by pretty quickly. So Petunia's pretty good, but she needs to be 2 stars. Merlinus heals, which is gonna be, it might be a little annoying right now, but I think we're gonna be okay. Just because Merlinus is annoying right now at 3 stars doesn't mean he's good. Don't try to use Merlinus. He's not worth it. And we still are gonna win this one. A lot of newer players get recommended Merlinus for some reason. He's not worth using. There's usually better options, primarily crowd control heroes. So they have more power. We actually have win streak, but I don't think that's going to be enough. Let's go ahead and take the easy route. Just want to get enough trophies so that we can get into the silver leagues. hopefully we'll get there tomorrow. Or after reset. Yep, so we got the up, and we'll probably be able to keep it with one more battle. Since we have 3 refreshes. I think we can beat these guys without even refreshing, so let's go ahead and do that. So tomorrow I'll probably sub out Bat for Skeleton Giant. And hopefully we'll get some more heroes or something. So I think that's it for today. Not a whole lot has happened. We've gained a level. We're progressing on boot camp. See, we've got day 1 done, day 2's done. Day 3 we just need to use a Princess Dream. There may be a 2x event coming up within the next 4 days. If not, I'll just use a Princess Dream at some time. I don't really need these since I'm doing a whole lot of online staging right now, and since I'm working on the villages to get to the max level, it's not really very worthwhile to use Princess Dreams right now. These will finish tomorrow, and I'm not sure what the quests are for day 5. So I think that's it for today. Oh, we did get a couple more, 2 more Easter chests, so let's go ahead and open those up also. Alright, Trickster. He is a very, very good hero, and he can be pretty useful even at low stars. So we're going to probably start using him as soon as he gets to 2 stars. Super happy about getting that this early. You know, I'm unlucky sometimes, so I was a little worried that we might not get him for a while, but we did. So his second skill, it attacks three people, and it does one of these 4 buffs. It either drops down their attack, it either slows them down, which is primarily attack speed. It lowers their defense, which means you get to do more damage, or it stuns them. And actually both cards do that. They're just different durations, and this one hits 3 enemies instead of 1 enemy. So he's very, very good at crowd control even early on. And he has pretty decent attack range, which means he can survive. So we will probably be using him once he gets to 2 stars, just so that he can so he has his ability. I understand most of you won't be starting with an event like this, but there are other crowd control heroes that we will talk about that you can use once we start unlocking some more heroes. There are so many that we don't even have unlocked yet. Let's go ahead and get him to 2 stars. And so we've gotten, 13 medals, and that means that we've gotten at least 3 medals from daily dungeons. So once you have a hero unlocked, you will get medals from daily dungeons if you're doing that element. So that's one way these heroes will progress. So I think that's it for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Until then.